Week 7 has been upon us, and it's finally here, right now, on Zaleski Sports. It's homecoming night here in Mosinee as the Rhinelander Hodags take on the Mosinee Indians, a Great Northern Conference clash. We are here tonight. Temperatures sitting in the upper 70s. Crazy to say that for a kickoff, especially as we begin the month of October. Week 7 of high school football is upon us, and Mosinee sitting as number 7 ranked in our Zaleski Sports polls this season, as they're going through the Hodags lineup here tonight. M painted on the field, looking nice and clean. Speaking of nice and clean, we're looking nice and clean ourselves here. Andrew Borchard on production, Brendan Retzloff here in the booth. Should be a fun one out here tonight in Mosinee, and these seats are packed. It is a full house here at Veterans Park. Taking a look at both of these squads, starting with Rhinelander. They're coming off of a very dominant performance last week against Anago, a 54-8 win for Coach Aaron Kramer and his Hodags. And that was mainly led by their quarterback, Abe Gretzinger, the junior. He has had an outstanding year. Once again, one of those dual threat type of quarterbacks. It's going to be a tough time for Mosinee to keep an eye on him tonight, as Treve Stoffel being introduced here for the Indians. And that's going to be the big-time matchup in this one tonight. Number 3 against number 2. Taking a look at the Mosinee Indians, sitting 7th in our polls, 4-2 here on the season, 3-1 in conference play, and things have really shaken up in conference out of the Great Northern since last week, especially after their 21-14 win over Tomahawk. And that was a devastating loss for Tomahawk, losing their starting quarterback in the process as well. But Mosinee just ended up dominating on both sides of the football last week. And that's their exact plan here tonight under Kyle Stoffel, the head coach for the Indians.
Number 22, Nathan Hartenstein.
Taking a look at our referees tonight as well. Sean Umland is the referee. Umpire is Tyler Geske. Lineman judge is Kevin Kirby. Lines judge is Randy Quaid. And back judge, Tom Myers. Officials coming from Minocqua and Marathon here for this homecoming matchup.
Number 62, Marquise.
And it's been a good start to homecoming week for the Mosinee Athletics. Yesterday, their volleyball team got a 3-set sweep over the Red Robins of Anago, and now their football team is looking to stay undefeated at home here on the season. And they have had plenty to cheer for and played in a few close games, especially at home this season. 75 degrees our kickoff temperature. Winds, there's not much for wind here tonight. Wind gusts up to 3 miles per hour coming in from the northeast. And Rhinelander won the toss. They elected to defer. So Mosinee will get the start off here tonight, and the main returners this season have been Omar Ingram and Bryson Savakis here for the Indians. Hodags lined up to kick off here for week 7.
To receive the Indians, Svakis and Ingram.
M-Town welcomes the Hodags. About an hour drive right from here. Rhinelander kicks it away to begin homecoming for the Indians. And Omar Ingram set to return, got great acceleration and gets stopped at close to the 40. We'll see where they spot it. Pretty good starting field for the Indians.
First and 10, Mosinee.
This Rhinelander defense, they were in the big time last week against the Red Robins. Seeing if they can continue that trend here against the Purple Riot. Treve Stoffel coming off of another 2-touchdown performance last week. And also on defense, led the team in tackles with 15. He pitches out to Carter Fondre out of the backfield. Fondre breaks his way to midfield, and he's going to pick up a first down to begin the night.
Number 1, Rowan Weechek. Result of the play makes it first and 10.
Weechek the one on the stop for the Hodags. But Mosinee picks up a solid 11 yards on the first play of the game. When you can set the tone early, and that's exactly what Coach Stoffel wants to do, there's a lot of different moves you can make with that football. Ingram in motion. They hand it off. Penalty flag is thrown, and we'll see who this is on. Fondre picks up a couple here, and they're going to get Mosinee for it.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Makes it first and 15. From the 46.
Penalties weren't much of an issue last week for Kyle Stoffel and his crew. It was the week prior. Against Wausau West, or Wausau East, excuse me. That was a little bit of a shaky game penalty-wise for the Indians. They really cleaned things up last week against Tomahawk. First and 15. Here from the 46. Stepke, man in motion, hand off to Fondre, and he'll break in for a few here.
Tackle once again by Sam Castleton.
And this is just Mosinee trying to set the tone of trying to get some solid runs up the middle, so they can get a little more creative with either their play action or RPOs. Keep an eye tonight on Mitchell Micklig. He's coming off of a big game last week against Tomahawk, and he's got 2 straight games with touchdowns this season. Stoffel looking back to pass. He gets wrapped up, breaks out of the tackle, steps up in the throw, and left it short. He was looking for Stepke. And Stoffel did everything right on that play, except for the end, trying to set his feet and making that throw. Rolling out to his left. And now it's a 3rd and long coming up here for Mosinee, and Rhinelander has a good chance to get a stop early in this game. Trip set to his left. Out of the gun. Stoffel looking downfield. Now he's going to take off. And he breaks one defender, steps up to the 45. And he's going to be well short of that first down marker. And now it's decision time early for the Indians after a 7-yard gain here from Treve. And they bring on the punt unit. So Hodags make a good stop here. No one is set back to return here for Rhinelander, and now they'll send 2 players back. And it's Wiechek and Sam Zaward. McLeig's punt on its way. Good. Mosinee bounce towards the end zone, and it rolls just in. There is a penalty flag at the end of the play. And this could have possibly been a block in the back by Rhinelander here. Omar Ingram kind of got pushed over as he was chasing the ball down. This might pin back the Hodags deeper in their own territory. Officials still communicating about this one. And here's the call.
The call is block in the back.
Yep.
On Rhinelander.
They got him for the block in the back as he pushed down Omar Ingram on that play. Didn't get a look of the number that did it, but that pins the Hodags to the 10. And now the first time we're seeing their offense tonight under their quarterback, Abe Gretzinger. See what they do here. Man in motion quickly. They hand it off to the left, and some great play down the field. Still on his feet is Cyrus Leisure. And Leisure takes it a long ways down the field. A 29-yard carry. Sets the ball at the 39 here for the Hodags. Big carry from Cyrus, the senior running back. He was the one in motion there. Now they flip it the other direction. See what they can do. And Ben Olson gets a couple here. What a start here for the Hodags, getting that big carry. And just like that, erasing that penalty that sent them back to the 10. Now it's all up to Gretzinger here on this drive. Send him back in motion again. Leisure breaks 1 and maybe gets about 4.
Leisure on the carry. Tackle on the play by Carter Andre.
The Hodags really like to go with those sweep plays.
Gain of 5 makes it 3rd and 4 from
when they hand it off. They're not a team that really is known to run the ball up the middle of the field. They just don't really have that halfback with that type of power to get by. As they try a middle run here and only get a couple out of it, and now it's a 4th down decision here for Coach Kramer.
Tackle on the play by number 10, Mitchell McLeig.
Big tackle there from McLeig.
Gain of 3 makes it 4th and 1.
It's 4th and a long 1 yard here for Rhinelander. This crowd is quiet. Not getting really much into it. Just watching the play go. Gretzinger hands off to Olson, and the big hit at the end of the play from Stoffel might have stopped him short. But they're going to say he just got it. I thought that hit from Treve knocked him back.
Result of the play makes it 1st and 10.
Officials may have given Olson a very convincing spot of the field on that carry. So the Hodags get a fresh set of downs right at midfield. Gretzinger out of the gun. Double handoff here. They try to get it around, and Ben Olson once again is stopped.
Ben Olson on the carry. Tackle on the play by number 10, Mitchell McLeig. Gain of 1 makes it 2nd and 9.
And right off the bat here, Coach Kramer, he's just trying to create lots of movement within his offense to confuse that Mosinee defense, and it got them on the first play of the game. They were not fooled by that double handoff there. Just over 7 minutes to go here in this first quarter. And Gretzinger fakes it, play action out to his right, and he finds his man, and Stoffel delivers the sauce on him. And a penalty flag is thrown at the end of that as Zaward makes the catch, but they might get Stoffel here on a personal foul. And I do not agree with that call.
Personal foul, Mosinee.
And Treef Stoffel, he's already communicating with the umpire, Tyler Gatsky, about he hit him with the shoulder, but I think he was saying that it was just too forceful of contact and too high. And that's going to give an extra 15 yards here for the Hodags. And Mosinee has found the bad side of the calls here early in this game. Rhinelander will take it, though. 1st and 10 from their own 27. Jet sweep around the corner for Zaward. And he takes it for about 9.
Tackle on the play by Treef Stoffel.
Zaward, he likes to deliver those types of roars on those jet sweeps. 2nd and 3. Here it is, and Leisure just gets obliterated. The ball is out. Mosinee thought they had it for a second, and the Hodags offensive line falls on it with Tommy Eades. So, big tackle there from Mosinee, but a lucky break there for Rhinelander. See what they do here on this 3rd down, and they get them moving. And that's going to be another fresh set of downs. They get them for the offsides. 5:40 on the clock. Already 4 penalties here on Mosinee. And 2 of them have given up first downs. Here they are from inside the 20. Handoff outside, and Stepke with the straight up tackle on Olsen. How about that in one-on-one coverage? Olsen, he's just got the one man to beat to make the exterior happen. And Alex Stepke denies him. Just a great fundamental tackle overall there from Alex. 2nd and long here. Gretzinger, only 1 pass attempt in this game thus far. He breaks 1 tackle, another penalty flag flies. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but we might have a holding penalty on the Hodags. And holding is the call. That's going to pin them back even further. It's going to be 2nd and about 23. Spot of the foul should be right around that line of scrimmage.
That's a 10-yard penalty. Makes it 2nd and long.
First down marker is at the 3-yard line here. Second and a very long distance. Gretzinger just dumps it off, and Olsen makes the grab and slips instantly. And that's just that humidity of the 80-degree temperature day we had out here. I mean, these temperatures today, we're talking pretty close to record setting here in the state for the month of October. And I think the humidity had a lot to do with that slip there from Olsen. And now it's third and forever to go. Mosinee could send some big-time pressure here if they want to. And Coach Aaron Kramer decides to take a timeout and talk things over with his team with 4:08 to go here in the first quarter. Third and forever coming up here for Rhinelander. You're watching Great Northern Conference football here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, everybody, here on Zaleski Sports. Today's matchup is presented by Charlie's Hardware. From home projects, home repair to sporting goods, rental services, and automotive. No matter your need, turn to Charlie's Hardware of Mosinee to get the job done. Leave it to Charlie's Hardware because you got work to do. We'll see what Coach Kramer came up with here out of timeout. Gretzinger from the gun, rolling out to his right. Pressure eluding off of him. Deep into the end zone. That ball is intercepted. Brayden Reinke with the big-time play. And he got up there. That was a one-on-one with Rowan Wysick. And he just got above him and made the spectacular grab in Mosinee to take over from the 20. That was a long drive from the Hodags. Wish we could show a replay of that grab. That was something right there. From the junior Brayden. Fresh set here for the Indians. Quick pass, dump it off to Ingram. Ingram finds space, picks up the first and more, and he gets all the way to the 40. A 20-yard gain from number 7. And we have yet to see Treve Stoffel really run those RPOs. We've only seen the one at the beginning of this game where he had a 9-yard carry. That's a lot of this Mosinee offense. Spotted at the 39, so a 19-yard pass and catch for Ingram. There you go, right. Fake it, Stoffel. He's got wheels. He's getting away from him to the distance. He just adds on to his accolades here this season. Not only does he lead the team in tackles, he leads the team in passing touchdowns and in rushing touchdowns. What a performance the senior has put on. He took off very quick on that one. Once he made that cut to the outside, it was over. And now Gus Miller for the PAT. Reinke, the one to hold. who made all this happen with that interception. And Mosinee turns up the field in no time, and they're up 7-0 here in the first quarter.
Is good. With 3:21 left in the first quarter, Mosinee 7.
We'll see what the Hodags can do with it. Down by 7 after the Reinke pick. Stoffel with a 19-yard pass to Ingram. One play later, carries it from the 39 all the way to the house. A 61-yard rushing score for the senior quarterback. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
We are back here in Mosinee for their homecoming night, rocking the Disney theme for homecoming this year at Mosinee High School. Today's matchup brought to you by Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelec.com. Miller's kick down the sideline. Great kick there, returned by Zward. Zward, he's got speed going for him. He's got one man to beat. It's Miller. Can he get him? He can't. Zward, taking it, celebrating early, and he's short. With the roar, looking for the end zone, and a penalty flag flies at the end of it. That's one of the more eventful plays you're going to see here on this season. What a chase down tackle by Xander Denninger. That was unbelievable.
There is a flag on the play.
Zward was celebrating the touchdown as he got to the 10-yard line. And Denninger ended up catching him. And that might be an excessive celebration flag as well. Or a taunt. And they get the roar of Zward on the taunting play. I'm not sure if he has this nickname yet, but you can call him Charles Ward for his roaring that he makes in the taunting penalty here. Man, that was an event-packed play right there. The Hodags are going to have great field position nonetheless.
On Rhinelander. That is a 15-yard penalty.
And once again, all he did was put his finger in the air. But still, as a coach, you have to let your players know you can't celebrate yet until you make it there. And he thought he had it once he ended up taking Miller down to his feet. They spot the ball here at the 17-yard line. So he was at the 2-yard line when he was tackled. No guarantees here tonight. Looking down the field is Gretzinger. Gretzinger running out of time, and he just tries to dump it off to the sideline. He was looking for leisure. And now Rhinelander wants to get a penalty flag for a late hit, as Gretzinger is slow and gimpy after the play. And he is still taking his time to get there. Lots of chirping between sidelines and these referees here to begin this game. Gretzinger kind of shaking his right knee or his right leg. Looked like it might have been that he got hit in the knee, though. And they go to Olsen around the left corner, and Fondre and Micklig are the ones to take him down. Under 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
3rd and long coming up here for the Hodags, who have one of the more infamous logos in all of high school sports. The legend of the Hodag. 3rd and 7. Gretzinger. Hands off here. Great stiff arm there from Leisure, but not enough. Micklig takes him down, and now Leisure is down on the ground holding his knee. Hopefully he's okay. While he's down, we'll take a break ourselves. Mosinee up by 7 here with 2:09 to go here on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. Cyrus Leisure still down on the ground. You see the athletic trainers surrounding him right now, making sure he's all right. Took his helmet off, and looks like it might have been a knee injury. And he was doing a lot of fighting off there of those defenders, and it was mainly Denninger that he stiff-armed, and I think he just fell awkwardly to the ground there. Taking a look at the Purple Riot people out there in the stands here on this homecoming night, and I mean, what an outstanding showing from the crowd here at Mosinee High School here on this October Friday night. Getting closer and closer to spooky season. Although it feels like we're closer to 4th of July. But this humidity here. Leisure is still on the ground in pain. As the trainers offer him to get up, and he is up on his feet. Good sight to see. That is a tough loss, though, for this program. He is not putting any pressure. He's not putting any pressure on either of his feet. Now you just got to hope and pray that Cyrus is all right. It's a 4th and about 7 yards coming up here. And number 60 for the Hodags is set to kick a field goal here. This would be a 30-yard attempt. Here it is. The snap is botched, and all of a sudden, Gretzinger just has to spin over into the ground and take the down. Oh, things just went from bad to worse there for the Hodags. That was not what you wanted to do on that play. You got to at least try to make some type of play with that ball. Just mishandled the snap. It was a low snap out of the back. And Gretzinger couldn't really do anything about it. To think that Rhinelander was 3 yards or 2 yards away. Mosinee again here with Stoffel trying the draw to the other end, and he just keeps on chugging along. He's going to get over 100 rushing yards here in this first quarter, as Mosinee takes it up to the 43-yard line. A 17-yard carry. Their last drive, a 61-yard rushing touchdown for Treve Stoffel. He's got over 90 yards rushing already here in this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here. They fake it, go outside to Stepke. Stepke's got blockers ahead of him. Stepke, one more to beat. Gets by. There is a flag on the play, but he is in the end zone. And I don't think Mosinee needed to use that other blocker to push him from behind. They had the score, and they're going to get them for a block in the back. And both of these teams have gotten touchdowns taken away from them due to silly penalties. And it looked like it was Brady Black who was the last one there. You just didn't have to push the guy over. You're already getting a solid 30, 40-yard carry. And I think even if he doesn't block him, Stepke's got just one man to beat and possibly get the touchdown. And that takes the Indians all the way back. There might have been a second penalty flag here, because with the block in the back, it should have been from the spot of the foul. And there was a holding penalty here on the Indians. So that makes sense as to why they're backing it up. If the block in the back would have been the only penalty, Mosinee would have had the ball at the Hodags' 30-yard line, more than likely. Now it's 1st and 13 from the 40. So Mosinee, they've had a few really big plays here. 2 of them have been taken away. Double fake, take him down. Was 51 for the Hodags. And I would give him credit for the tackle, but we don't have his name. Possibly Gage Anderson. No, 52 is out there on the field. Big time sack from number 51 for Rhinelander. If anybody in the comments knows his name, let us know. We'll give him credit. Stepke here on the dump off. Tackle from behind made by Willoughby. And that looks like it might be the last play here of this first quarter. And it will be. That's the end of the first. The Indians get an interception from Braden Reinke and a 61-yard rushing score from their quarterback, Treve Stoffel. It's 7-0 here on homecoming night in Mosinee here on Zaleski Sports.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Back here for quarter number 2 of this first half. And shout out Dave Hahn for watching from the Dells. You are the man, Dave. Thank you for watching. And thank you to all of our other audience as well for tuning in to this game tonight. Plenty other action going on right now on Zaleski Sports. Checking out all of the games going on. I know one of them's a big one in the Valley between Kaukauna and Appleton North. That's a huge game. Winnet County Wapaka going on tonight. Chippewa Falls at Everest for Everest's homecoming. Spencer at Loyal Marathon at Stratford. The defending D5 state champions having a tough time this year defending that crown. Stoffel goes with the screen to Fondre. Fondre breaks one, works the sideline, waiting for blockers, and he tries to leap a defender. And he sort of kind of does. Eagleson was the one who took him down. And a first down here for the Indians. How about Amherst at WIAA Fremont? That one's going on tonight. Amherst, what a team they are this season. How about Chichek Weyerhaeuser against Cadott? Hopefully I said that one correctly. Pittsville at Assumption. Abbotsford up against Auburndale. Edgar taking on Iowa Scandinavia. Whitefish Bay against West Bend West. I mean, the list goes on and on for these games. Stoffel fakes it. 51 takes him down again. Once again, if anybody can get his name, let us know in the comments. Because we do not have that in our program. Other games we have going on tonight. Rapids Lincoln taking on Eau Claire Memorial. Wausau West at Marshfield. Eau Claire North at Spash. And then one 8-man game going on. Port Edwards at Newman Catholic. Those 8-man games, let me tell you, those are some high-scoring affairs that they take over there in 8-man football. Second and long here for Mosinee. Pitch it out. Here's Fondre. Being patient in the backfield and goes between a couple of his blockers. Gets about half the yardage back here.
Makes it 3rd and 6. From the 37.
And now, Coach Stoffel looked like he may have given his play to Carson Ballgord, who just came into the game. Go with the I formation here. Trips out to his right. Stepke, the man in the slot. Here it is. Stoffel looking at the one-on-one, and a great grab made by Ballgord. And that was all hands from Carson. He even ended up slipping on his route, going back to make his cut. And he was still able to focus, concentrate, make the catch, use his hands. Nicely done there from Carson. Fresh set of downs here for Mosinee. Just outside of the red zone now at the 27-yard line. They fake it. Play action. Stoffel has to roll out. going right, still looking downfield. He's looking long. It's a grab one in the end zone, and it's just off the hands of Reinke. That time, Reinke couldn't make the grab in the end zone. And that was kind of just a hope and pray somebody's there to make the catch type of play there. That's when those receivers, they just got to work with their quarterback a little more, come a little bit closer to him as he rolls out to his right. Just make a play easier for Treve. So it's 2nd and 10. Stoffel looking quickly to Micklig. Micklig tries to get around Zward. And Micklig, he picks up the first. I bet Sam Zward, he's still thinking back at his kickoff return. That he just left short of the end zone and celebrating the play early. That play almost felt like it was going in slow motion towards the end of the field. 8:45 to go here in the half. And Stoffel draws it up the middle, and he takes it all the way inside of the 10, up to the 8-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and short coming up here for Mosinee. Another thing to keep your eye on here is number 17, Jarek, J.J. Seeger. He has not been on the field in this game, as he's still walking around the sideline. So they're doing this without one of their best targets in the lineup at the moment. Stoffel trucks one, and he manages to pick up the first, and Mosinee is 2 yards away from a 2-possession lead. And Mosinee this season, they've had to deal a lot with managing of players, especially losing Ruby Harris in week 2, and then losing another one of their running backs just a couple of weeks ago. How about the 3rd string with Carter Fondre, who's in for a touchdown? Mosinee in front by 2 scores. I mean, just how about the run for this kid? He playing his entire career as a wide receiver with this team, and after they lose 2 of their running backs, goes in as the 3rd string man, and he's taken over in a great way here for their program. Repping the pink socks tonight too, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Don't ever forget about that. Here's Miller's PAT. It is right through the uprights. And it's 14-0 for the Indians, with just a little more than 7 minutes to go here in this half. Rhinelander's got to come up with a response before things get away from them here. And we'll be back here. You're watching Great Northern Conference football on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
We are back from the break. Shout out to Parker Lee giving us number 51. So it's Caden Seeker, or is it Caden Syker? But Caden, he's got a couple of sacks already here in this game. First time looking at the chat. Sorry, man. 7:14 here in the half. Returned by the Hodags. And that is Riley Hull. Hull still on his feet out towards the boundaries at the 40. Try to work his way outside, and it almost worked. And Schmiel was the one who took him down. First one. Gotcha. Thank you, Parker. So Caden Seeker is number 51 for the Hodags. Don't know why they don't have him in the program. And Mosinee is one man short on the field. And it was Braden Mokadlo who was the one who was sprinting from his sideline to the field. So the team's got to take a timeout. And we'll keep things here with you guys. Today's matchup is presented by Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. For all your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Also by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, and affordable service. And also by Foundation Finance. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Taking a look here at the Great Northern Conference. I talked about in the pregame how things have shaken up a little bit within the conference. We have a three-way tie headed into Week 7 for first place between Mosinee, Merrill, and Tomahawk. Ben Olsen here on the carry to the outside for only a couple of yards. So those three teams are sitting at 3-1, but right now Mosinee would have the advantage because they defeated Merrill and they also defeated Tomahawk here in the season. Lakeland sitting at 2-2 in fourth place, tied with Medford, and it's surprising to me that Medford has been struggling a little bit this season in terms of conference play. They're one of those teams who's typically up there in the pedestal. And a carry right up the middle for Willoughby for about 1. Rhinelander tied with Medford in that 5th place mark. And then it's Wausau East, the Lumberjacks, 1-3, and the Antigo Red Robins sitting at the bottom, 0-4. And we're already in the final 2 weeks after this of the regular season. 3rd and 5 here for Gretzinger. And whistle to stop the play. And we might have a delay of game. It seemed like it took a while to make that snap happen, and it's a good thing to know that I wasn't the only one thinking that. The officials, they thought the same thing here too. For a second, I thought I was in the twilight zone there. .5:42 here on the clock, here in the half. Mosinee undefeated at home here on the season. Rhinelander trying to spoil that. They're down by a couple of scores. This is one way to break out of it. They pick up the first. And the fight to get by the sticks from Wieszczak. And they got to use a player more like Wieszczak, who has that height. He's got that fight in him. And he can just be a huge momentum boost for the squad. Only really seen one deep pass tonight here from Gretzinger. And it was the interception. Play action again here. Gretzinger under pressure, rolls out. He throws it right to Stepke, who picks it off. Mosinee's second of the night. And Mosinee's in business. Up by 14 here, and as a quarterback there, Gretzinger, you just can't make that decision. I think he was trying to throw the ball away. It was either he was throwing the ball away or he was trying to make a play down the field. And once you roll out to your left as a righty, that is one of the hardest throws you can make in football. I mean, you even see the pros struggle with those throws. Not the best decision there from the Hot Eggs. Mosinee takes over just around midfield, and they get it just past here with Micklig. And Stoffel and Micklig, they've just had that connection here in these last few games of this season. Just connecting on those quick, short passes. And Micklig, he's got plenty of space ahead of him. I don't know why the defense is lining up about 5 or 6 yards off of him on these plays. Now, Mosinee from Rhinelander's 49. Second and short. And they pitch it outside to Ingram, and he dives forward and picks up the first. And Mosinee, they have all the time in the world that they can use to just down that clock. And keep in mind, Rhinelander deferred. They won the toss to begin this game. So the Hot Eggs will get the ball to begin the second half. So you know, if you're Coach Kyle Stoffel, you want to get another score on that board and just really show them what you're made of. Here we go again. Rolling out to his left. Stoffel connects with Ingram, and Ingram breaks one and takes a hit by Willoughby. Ingram picks up around 7. Number 747. And they'll give him 6 actually here. There's a penalty flag low here.
5-yard face mask, Rhinelander.
And it's going to be an automatic first down here for the Indians.
Result of the play and the flag makes it 1st and 10, Mosinee.
Mosinee's really cleaned it up on their penalties ever since that holding penalty that sent them back after that possible big play that would have resulted in a touchdown for Stepke. Keep an eye on Micklig out there deep to right of your screen. Stepke in the slot. From the gun, fake the handoff. Stoffel takes it outside, breaks one. Here he goes again. All the way up into the red zone. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 12. Another big carry for Treve, and he's over 100 yards tonight.
Result of the play makes it 1st and 10, Mosinee.
He'll place the ball here at the 12. Treve Stoffel, just a great dual threat quarterback here for this team. And Mosinee, they had the struggles going for them early in the season. It looks like they're starting to get things a little more in sync.
Tackle on the play of number 51. No gain,
And
2nd and 10.
Caden Seeker, the one on the tackle. Seeker making a few big tackles here on the quarterback. so far in this first half. But if you're Rhinelander on defense, it is about stopping them and forcing a possible 3. You cannot give up another touchdown. That would just absolutely drain any ounce of energy you have. Quick pass here to Stepke. Stepke breaks free towards the end zone, and he's just short. And they rule him down at the 1.
Result of the play makes it 1st and goal.
And now Mosinee, all they need to do is run a quarterback draw, and they'll find their way into the end zone. If I'm Rhinelander, I'm sending everything I have up the middle. Fondre's got one scored tonight. Stoffel's got the other. Who will take it here? Stoffel fakes, and a great play made by Seeker again. How about the sportsmanship, too, from Caden? Helping the guy up after making a big stop for a couple of yards lost there. Seeker, he's really been the unsung hero of this defense. So they place the ball here at the 3. Now, Mosinee's got options of what they want to do with it. Watch the one-on-one with Micklig. Stoffel, the ball gets fumbled, and it's intercepted on the snap by other than, guess who? Caden Seeker. I'm not sure if that's going to go as an interception or a fumble recovery. That snap was intercepted. You're not going to see that happen in quite some time, only in high school football. 1 minute and 40 seconds here on the clock. Andrew's taking a look back at that play once it comes up. Seems to be our broadcast is a little behind our actual live feed. That was crazy. What a night on defense for Caden Seeker. And thank you to Parker for commenting his name for us, because that would have made that call a lot less entertaining. Willoughby was the one to take it up the middle here. See what, that was a big stop as well for this Rhinelander defense. I mean, to keep this game at 2 possessions going into halftime, as it seems that it will be, I mean, that's got to give a boost, just some type of moral boost for your offense. But they just have not had anything go for them here in this game other than the first carry of the game. They try to break it through the middle again, and I think we'll see one more snap here in this first half. Gavin Cliver on the tackle.
Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 6.
Once we go to halftime, we'll have to take a look back at that play. That was the first turnover of the ball game here for the Indians. I am not sure what the stat sheet's going to rule that play as. It would have been another impressive thing if it would have somehow been taken to the house. I'm surprised it wasn't. Solid carry here from Ben Olsen, but that looks like it may be the last play here of this first half for Aaron Kramer and the Hodags. Still 8 seconds on the clock. Once they set those sticks, the clock will start moving again. And that is it for the half.
With the score,
a much closer game than maybe many have anticipated. Rhinelander is holding on strong. Big stop on defense, keeps it a 2-score game. We've seen the touchdown 61-yard score from Treve Stoffel and a short rushing score from Carter Fondre. And the Indians are in front, 14-0. Halftime coming up. You're watching Great Northern Conference football here on Zaleski Sports.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $20 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank, real people, real conversations.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointments, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we welcome back everybody here for half number 2, just about to get underway here on Zaleski Sports. Andrew Borchard, Brendan Retzloff here with you guys. Mosinee with a 14-0 lead as they're set to kick things away, as Hull and Zward are the ones set back for Miller's kick. And here we go. Rhinelander trying to turn things around. It's going to be Hull on the return. And he tries to break free and get around. But he's got nowhere to go as Ingram takes him down. Just a quick breakdown of how the first half of this game went. Starting with the coin toss. Rhinelander won the toss, elected to defer. Mosinee didn't score on their first drive of the game. Rhinelander got the ball back, and Gretzinger went for a deep ball into the end zone, got intercepted. 2 plays later, 61 yards to the house for Treve Stoffel. And then a 2-yard touchdown carry for Carfandre to make it a 14-0 game. We have had a few interesting plays, though, here in this game. And we've had at least 2 plays that could have been touchdowns that ended up getting called back here in this one. Here's Gretzinger, and a penalty flag flies right at his foot. And in between halves, we did notice some work getting done on Treve Stoffel's foot. Just taping him up a little bit, though. That's all that was there going on. Here on this homecoming Friday night, where the Mosinee crowd has plenty to cheer about at the moment. The Hodags did get a big stop towards the end of the half, though, and they go around to here again. They faked me out with that one. I thought 34 had it. Instead, it was Ben Olsen who took it, and it was only for a couple of yards. Stoffel again with the tackle, leading this team in tackles. One of the best players and athletes in the Great Northern Conference, Treve Stoffel. Here's Gretzinger. He's going to go short pass on the slant. He connects with his man in Wycheck. And it's a fresh set of downs here for the Hodags. A much-needed first. Here for the green. Seeger is on the field. First time seeing him on the field tonight. They're going his way, looking for his target. And there was a collision early, no call. And it will be 2nd and 10 coming up, as Wycheck was the intended target here from Gretzinger. Kind of lobbed it up there and just threw it in the air a little bit too long, because Gretzinger, he did have Wycheck open for a while. Now they'll go with the handoff mode here to Willoughby. Just under 10 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Another third down coming up here for the Hodags. Mosinee trying to get set here on their defense. Looking short, fakes it. Under pressure now is Gretzinger, and he finds his target. It's Shooter. What a grab and a play Mixing up Xander here with Abe. Gretzinger with a solid throw. Working down that left-hand sideline. And another third down conversion here for the Hodags as their drive continues. Just at 3 minutes now. Man in motions, Olsen. Olsen takes it to the outside. He gets the edge, and he's still going past. And he gets all the way to the 30. A fresh set of downs here for the Hodags again. Their offense seeing a little bit of life here in this drive. And why not go to your quick guy who's a little shorter, tougher to tackle in Ben Olsen. Same play again. Down the edge, and they wrap him up by the feet this time. Stepke got him, but there is a flag. And illegal motion here for the Hodags, and that'll set them back 5. Today's match was brought to you by Four Seasons Heating and Cooling. Not too hot, not too cold. Turn to Four Seasons Heating and Cooling in Cronenweider for all your AC and heating needs. Commercial or residential for new unit repair or repairs, call Four Seasons Heating and Cooling in Cronenweider. And earlier we were talking about Seeger being on the field for that one play. And he is once again back on the bench. Must be dealing with some type of injury here tonight. Miscommunication here. Look out. And a big-time play from behind. No call. Mosinee is irate from that one right now. Brady Black was ready to take down Gretzinger. Rogers Barron's the one to stop him, but Black got even pushed from behind and they didn't make a call. I mean, that one was clear as day. Still lost a yard on the play, though, here. Here's Gretzinger. He's looking deep down the field. He's got his target. Still on his feet. Up into the end zone. Goes Wycheck. And the Hodags are on the board. I think. Oh, they're going to call him just a yard short. Oh, I thought he had it. And now they're contemplating the call here. I thought one put his hands up in the air. Another says, no, sir. The pylon was even down on the ground. The umpire says no. First and goal from the 1. The Hodags try to take it. Here's Olsen. He steps in from the outside. It's a one-score game. A solid 5 minutes and 45-second drive. Or 4 minutes and 45 seconds, excuse me. From the Hodags. And they have life here in Mosinee. That pass from Gretzinger to Wycheck. The big difference here. PAT is good. Mosinee did everything they could to block that one. And it's a one-score game. You're watching Great Northern Conference football here on Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointments, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Back here, 7-14 on Zaleski Sports. 60 to send it away here for the Hodags. Parker, I know you're watching. Who's number 60 for Rhinelander? He is not on the program either. Or anybody else. We'll give you a shout out in the broadcast. Ingram and Savakis, the return men for the Indians. And this kick rolling its way out of bounds. And Mosinee will get the ball at the 40. It was a solid effort there from number 60. Almost playing it like the NFL kickoff rules. And now Mosinee will get their first drive of offense here in the second half. I mean, you talk about a big drive in this game from the Hodags. They did just that. And Gretzinger made some great throws, especially to Rowan Wyschak, and Ben Olsen with a few solid carries, including the 2-yard rushing score. Here we go. Stoffel goes past right away. He had Reinke wide open, and he overthrew him. A little bit of frustration here out of Mosinee, and Coach Kyle Stoffel, he was fired up after that touchdown his defense gave up. And if you're Rhinelander, you got to be feeling pretty good with your performance here these last 10 minutes, including before halftime. Here's Fondre. Breaks off of a couple defenders. They keep the play going. And he's going to get close to 9 yards here for number 9.
Gain of 9 makes it 3rd and 1 from the 44.
So it'll be 3rd and short. We'll see if Mosinee tries the same sequence up the middle. Reinke, McLeod receivers set. Here's Stoffel. He hands it off to Fondre, and he picks it up.
Carter Fondre on the carry. Result of the play makes it 1st and 10. Mosinee.
Just a simple dive. Rely on your offensive line to push the defense a little further back, and that's exactly what they did and what they needed. Something the Rams could not do last night. I mean, if you watched that game last night, that was craziness that happened over in L.A. 1st and 10 here. Stoffel carries it up ahead, and it just seems effortless when he carries the ball. You got multiple people taking him down, and you kind of have to have multiple people to take him down. He's just that strong with his legs. Sprexel, he was the one with the tackle here. Hodag set to pressure with 5. They do go full pressure. Quick pass here to Reinke. Breaks one defender, spins just out of bounds. He was ready to take off like he was at a track meet off of that spin move.
Result of the play makes it 1st and 10, Mosinee.
Today's matchup brought to you by Becquez Family Chiropractic. Becquez Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling, from migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide variety of youth issues. Let Becquez Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. Fondre breaks one tackle and only gets up there for a couple, maybe one.
Tackle on the play, number 6, Josh Williams. Gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8.
How about Mosinee themselves? They're having a solid drive going down the field. Now it's just a matter of finishing it. Something they've had trouble with their last 2 offensive possessions. Here's the 2nd and 8. Stoffel looking, floats it up there, and incomplete. Reinke had a shot at it. It was either Zwart or Wycheck who was there on the coverage. There's been some great one-on-one battles in this game tonight. And Reinke and Wycheck is one of them. Rhinelander looking for a big stop here. Stoffel rolling, sets his feet. Miklig makes the grab. And he's still up on his feet, down the sideline, out of bounds, inside the 20. That is such a hard thing to do as a quarterback. Under pressure, you feel it. He was able to set his feet just right and make a solid throw right to his man, Mitchell. And the 2 seniors with that great bond with one another. And they've had great chemistry over these last few weeks. Doesn't have a touchdown here tonight, but he's got a 2-game streak going. Now another quick pass here to the outside to Ingram. Ingram's got space, finds his way into the end zone, and Mosinee's back up by 2 scores. Omar with his first score. Nothing complicated at all, just some dump off passes. And Stoffel is making it work. And it's all credit to the blocking between the receiver core on that play. They're up 21-7 after Gus Miller hit that PAT. And now we'll see if Rhinelander can make the response right back to him. 14 points here in this second half, and we're not even 9 minutes into it, and we only saw 14 in the first half. Rhinelander will get the ball next, coming up here on Zaleski Sports.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
Well, everybody here on Zaleski Sports, thank you, Park Boss. Once again, Knox Fleming is the kicker. As a freshman. Pretty impressive stuff. But the Indians get back up and they go with a little squib kick, and the Hodigs just are barely able to fall on it. It's Logan Leonard That could have been scary there for a few moments there for the Hodags. Shout out to the Mosinee band and the dance team getting out there for their performances here at halftime. Time to set things back up again for the Hodags. They go with the quick slant here to Wycheck. Denninger, the one to take down Wycheck.
Tackle on the play by number 8, Denver.
That's how they started their first drive of the half as well. And this is when they like to go with one of those jet sweeps. We'll see if they do it again. Oh, the fumbled snap. And Gretzinger's got nowhere to go with it. Black and Micklig are the ones who get there. And Brady Black with the enthusiasm. And I think that play just totally got botched. Snap was a little low. I think there's some mistiming with the motion man. That being Austin Sparling. As number 34. Here's Gretzinger. It's intercepted by Micklig. He didn't get a receiving touchdown for the night, but he got a defensive pick for 6. That was some TJ Watt type stuff there from number 10. He's got a 3-game streak of touchdowns. Two games in a row of receptions from Stoffel for touchdowns. This time, get it on the defensive end. What a play by Mitchell Micklig. He is now in contesting. How did they get that kickoff? It hits the crossbar. No good. I have no idea how that ball got in the air. And it's 27-7, just like that. Miller took a big hit at the end of that play as well.
With 2:32 left in the third quarter, it's Mosinee.
And the fireworks are flying around here in homecoming night. Here in Mosinee, Rhinelander get the ball back, down by 20 here on Zaleski Sports.
The littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Micklig coming up with the defensive score. Mosinee in front by 3 scores and another squib kick. How about this return? Landon Webster with the hands. Put him on the hands team. Another short kick here from Gus Miller. I'm not sure if that was the plan. Doesn't seem like it. He seems a little frustrated after that one. Mosinee, one step closer to putting this thing to rest. It was 14-7 at one point. And now they're looking to close it out. Here's Sparling, and gets wrapped up by 2 Indians. It's Denninger and I believe Stepke.
By Alex Stepke and Xander Diner.
Two minutes to go here in this third quarter. Today's matchup brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust. Gretzinger looking, fakes it, pumps it again, down the field, and this one is incomplete. They were looking for Evan Schroeder there. He tried to tiptoe it, lost the concentration. There's a penalty flag here right at the line of scrimmage, and they're just picking up the flag. Maybe they were thinking he crossed the line of scrimmage on the throw. I don't know what they were thinking there. Miklig back into the game here, and he's in for Black. The defensive end with the play of the night so far. 3rd and long. Here it is. Looking, and he finds Olsen, I think it was. It was Olsen. And they get a 10-yard gain on it, but they're still short by 3. And this is go for it territory here. I was following through that play and watching Miklig chase down Gretzinger, and it looked like he was being held almost the whole way through on the exterior. 4th and 3 here. The ball is fumbled, and a penalty flag flies, and it's going to be an illegal motion again here. Olsen was moving forward before the snap and can't do that. And now this backs him up even more. But this still might be go for it territory considering the circumstances. Down by 3 touchdowns. Black's back onto the field. One of those defensive ends to keep an eye on. Forces big time pressure. This time, Gretzinger, he's got time. He kind of just sieves it down the sideline. And did he stay in? It doesn't look like he did because both teams are retreating to their sidelines. Wieszczak tried to drag that left foot before he went out of bounds, but he must not have. And that's really killer here to the Hodags offense, as Mosinee has an opportunity to really slam the door shut with 35 seconds to go here in the quarter. They fake the handoff. Here's Stoffel. He's got time. He breaks by. Stoffel, he's going to take it all the way again. But there is a penalty flag. This would be the 3rd touchdown taken away by a penalty flag here tonight. And they know it. Oh, they're going to call it.
Touchdown, Mosinee!
On the defense. 3 times the charm, I guess it takes. And Stoffel has a 48-yard score. More anticlimactic touchdown. And that really just posts the door shut. And Mosinee's going for 2. Four receivers set here for the Indians. All it takes is that simple fake, and Stoffel, he can use his legs to do some work. The pump fake, and he finds Reinke for the easy deuce. And now they are ahead by 4 full scores. Man, this thing really turned around in a hurry. The number 7 team here in Division 4. On the prowl, getting themselves prepared for Anago next week. We'll keep things here with you guys. Here in the final less than half minute of this third quarter. How about some more of our sponsors for tonight? Culligan Water, who specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Also by Stevens Point Orthopedics, who is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this summer. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. So with the defensive penalty on the last play, Mosinee will get to kick the ball from the other end of the field. So this is not helping the case for the Hodags here in this quarter. And it's up and away, this time going at the end zone for a touchback.
Rhinelander will take over first and 10 on the 20.
Ever since Coach Stoffel fired up his defense after giving up that touchdown, Mosinee has not looked back. All they've done is make positive plays all around. But that interception from Miklig has been by far the play of this game. And the Hodags take it right up the middle here with Willoughby. And this may be the last play here of the third quarter. Get ready, Mosinee crowd. It's going to be time to jump around here as we head into the fourth quarter on Mosinee's homecoming night. The stars are aligning for the Indians here on the season, and it's been a week of just winning for their sports programs, and they're up 35-7 with 12 minutes to go. We'll be back here on Zaleski Sports.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
35-7 here, final 12 You're on Zaleski Sports. Brendan Retzloff here, Andrew Borchard on production side of things. And the Hodags will pick up a first down. And, oh man, hopefully Caden Seeker's okay. He's holding his hand. In a lot of pain, and now he's walking off slowly, and he stops right at the 40. I'm going to say that did not look good. He's been a big piece of this team, and to lose him at this moment in the game, that's killer. First and 10 here for Rhinelander. Breaking one tackle is Sperling, and Stepke and Deininger are the ones who are there. Today's game sponsored by Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Kobe, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. 2nd and 8. Gretzinger finds his man Wieschek, and Wieschek wrapped up by 3 Indians for a few yards. 3rd and a few coming up. Taking a look at these teams in their seasons, Mosinee up next for them will be the Red Robins. That game will take place in Anago. And for the Hodags, they'll be taking on Medford and the Red Raiders. Big game coming up there for both of these squads. Here's Ben Olsen. Takes a nice spin move, cuts his way past the sticks. Nicely done there from Olsen for the first down.
First and 10, Rhinelander from the 45.
By the looks of it, Rhinelander will fall to 3-4 on the season and under 500 in conference play here as well. Mosinee trying to maintain that #1 spot here in the Great Northern.
Will be on the carry. Tackle on the play by number 8, Xander Deininger.
And that win that Mosinee had last week, I think that's one of their more defining wins here of this regular season's really helped them find their identity, set a little bit more of a tone in the later portion here of the year. And a double handoff out here to Sperling. Shakes off one. Stoffel, though, takes him down. And you can just tell the Hodags, they just seem pretty tired. Sperling, he just had nowhere to go with it. Even when you're trying to perform the trickery, they were just all right there on it. We're in the final 9 minutes of this matchup. Gretzinger might have been held. There was Moncado. And Gretzinger, in the process, still gets taken down for a loss. Oh, it's Cabrera on it. McCodlow, though, he was being held almost that entire play. It's been a tough night for Braden at the defensive end spot. And 4th and long coming up here, and the Hodags will be set to punt it away here.
Timeout, Mosinee, their first of the half.
How about Andres Cabrera getting the sack? He was the first one to hustle back to the timeout that Mosinee ended up calling here.
Early in the third period.
And for Rhinelander, they're a Division III program this season. So more impressive looks here for the Indians. 8:34 left here. Today's game is brought to you by Lee's Piggly Wiggly and Mosinee Family Chiropractic. Thank you to these wonderful local Mosinee favorites for bringing us today's game at Mosinee Family Chiropractic and Lee's Piggly Wiggly. Also by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since, guess what year it is, Andrew? I've quizzed you on this before. 1972, you are incorrect. 1875, visit mutualwausau.com to find an agent near you. Here's Savakis, and he gets a few here. That is Rhinelander's first punt of the game here tonight.
First and 10, Mosinee.
That was Judson O'Malley, who kicked that one away. Today's game is also brought to you by Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by the NCUA. Mosinee still with their starters out there. Stoffel hands off to Fondre. Fondre breaks one. He's got space. Here he goes. The one man to block ahead of him is Stoffel. Fondre still on his feet. And they roll inside of the 30 to the 23-yard line. How about this for the Indians? They are just running all over the Hodags. And the Purple People Riot making the chance of what's a Hodag. Now they're getting hyped up like it's FC 26. Looking like Tottenham and Liverpool. Well, they're getting hyped up there. Try it again with number 9. Here he goes. Another long carry here from Carter for a first down. And he's approaching 100 yards here tonight. Just a collective effort as a team right now is just putting Mosinee up ahead here by a pretty significant amount. Sets up first and goal from the 10. This would really seal the deal. Stoffel sends Ingram in motion. They hand it off to Fondre, and Carter is in for his second score. And that has really sealed this one here tonight. Oh, there is a penalty. Hey, there we go. There's the third touchdown taken away of the game by a penalty. So the Hodags will stay alive for another play of defense here as Mosinee gets sent back to the 15-yard line. That would have been 100 yards rushing there for Fondre if the play stood. Wouldn't be surprised if they tried again with him. This offensive line, they are really putting in work and making it easy for the rushing attack. Same motion, same play, and same result. Fondre gets over 100 yards rushing here tonight and his second rushing score. And Mosinee can start celebrating their homecoming. Even the students threw the smoke up in the air. Andrew's saying it looks like they're on fire. Get a shot of them over here. A little bit. You got a little bit of a smoke show going on. And the PAT, it's off the mark. So this clock will remain held at 6:59. If he would have made it, the clock would have continued to go down. And there are definitely some people reacting to this one almost kind of like a bad beat at this moment.
And in your evening ESPN Ocho update.
Today's game is brought to you by Seifert Electric. Seifert Electric services Central Wisconsin with the best in residential, commercial, and industrial electrical services. From simple jobs to new construction and thermal imaging projects to identify electrical problems. For all of your electrical needs, look to Seifert Electric. That's Seifert Electric. Today's game also by Dahl Automotive. For your next new vehicle purchase, check out Dahl Automotive and Dahl Chrysler in Stevens Point. With these two dealerships, you're sure to find just the vehicle that you're looking for. Browse their selection online or stop in person and see for yourself at Dahl Honda just off of Stanley Street and Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. And this is officially Mosinee's highest scoring game here of the season. Set at 41. Another nice grab on the play. I believe that was the kicker who made the catch. How about the hands team from the big fella and the kicker here tonight, Judson O'Malley. He's kind of looking back at his teammates like, yeah, I got the hands. And we'll see if Mosinee calls it here with their starters. For most of them, it seems like that's going to be it for them. So the starters will get some good rest for their game next week going up into Anago, where we will be there for that one. Here's Sperling. And he'll take this one for about, give or take, 6 yards, 6 or 7. Spot the ball here at the 47. Last night I got to speak with Coach Stoffel after the volleyball match that Mosinee looked incredible at, by the way. And his daughter, Payson, she is also an incredible athlete out there on the volleyball court. But I was talking to him, and he was just saying, hey, you know what? Hopefully I get an interview from you tomorrow night talking about the football game going on right now. And it seems to be that will be the case. Probably get him and Micklig. There's another carry. It's O'Malley for a first down. And there is a penalty flag on the other side of the field. Looks like they're pointing at the Mosinee side here, but we'll see. Might have gotten a defensive hold. And, yep, they're going to get him offsides here. I don't know why they're moving the ball backwards at the moment. I was very confused by that. The officials were moving the football backwards when they made the call on offsides by Mosinee. Oh, maybe it's because they accepted the penalty. Interesting. Just over 5 minutes to play. Most of the Rhinelander crowd is still here, so showing some great support. O'Malley here with a good carry. A lot of extracurricular activity going on at the end of the play. And we are black. We may have been black for a split second. We're good. Andrew says we're good, so we're good. Now we're just having fun out here, messing with the crowd. Alrighty. Back to it again. Jet sweep around the corner with Trenton Smits. And it seems like all the backups are playing their game at this point. Gretzinger is still in the ball game as he's getting his play call from Coach Kramer. Is him and Chase West who are out there. They're looking at Smits again. This time they hand off to Olsen, and Olsen picks up the first. How about the time, though, for these backups, getting time to just get out there on the field and get some reps, some great learning opportunities. And always just an exciting moment to have that happen when you don't see yourself on the field, get all the bench time, and now you can finally get out there in a varsity homecoming game. I mean, that's a time that means a lot to your school and community. Second long coming up here after O'Malley. Didn't really go anywhere on that carry. All Roads Real Estate is another one of our sponsors. All Roads Real Estate in Mosinee brings you a great blend of experience and knowledge with local realtors who support this community, schools, and programs. For buying, selling, renting, or commercial, let All Roads Real Estate lead you home. And the ball is on the ground, and O'Malley falls on it. Just a little sloppy with the football tonight, especially on the snapping part of things here from the Hodags. That's a few fumbled snaps from Gretzinger. And the Purple People riot once again, telling them to go home. 2 minutes to play. So maybe a few more plays here in this game. Gretzinger hands off. Pretty solid gap to find some running room for Matthew Hasselton. And it's 4th and short coming up here for the Hodags. And this is their last hope. Rhinelander's going to fall to 3-4 overall and 2-3 in conference play. Late handoff here to Hasselton. And Hasselton, he takes it in for a score. So the Hodags not backing down yet, but still down by a little too much. Too little, too late. 1:05 remains on the Hasselton rushing score. Mosinee looking forward to their homecoming weekend and the fun time that they'll have, and then also prepare for Anago next weekend. Well, next Friday, I should say, where Andrew and I will be there for that one, where I've heard Anago is known to have some Wi-Fi connectivity type of things go on with them, and that's all I will say. Got to cover a game there a couple of years ago, and I just remember being in that box and calling the game and seeing the live feed, and a lot of it would cut in and out. So, but we promise to do our best with the coverage that we provide, and hopefully you guys watching here tonight are enjoying that. I just realized we have a palindrome score here. .105 on the clock. Looks like the starters are still in for the return team for Mosinee. How about the moon tonight? Get a shot of the moon. I mean, check that out. Coverage presented by Goodyear. I imagine if we actually had a blimp flying around here. Oh, a little pooch kick. And it goes out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds.
I don't even know anymore, man. The moon looks really nice, though. Our camera doesn't serve justice. I mean, you're talking about that might be a waxing gibbous going on. I know the Detroit Lions don't like those moons. They have a history of being known to lose while there's a waxing gibbous moon. Just some random fact for you. And we'll see if Mosinee brings on the victory formation here at this point. Now they're going to keep going. So it's their backup quarterback in Fulton Zogata who's in the game. He handed it off to, let's see, might have been August Kirsten.
August Kirsten on the carry.
And indeed it is Kirsten.
Gain of 3 makes it second.
Clock ticking here. 2nd and 7 coming up. This should be the final play of regulation. See what Zogata can do with it. How about throw a long ball? He fakes it. He does a keeper. How about Zogata picking up the first down? Yeah, our camera does not serve justice for how great that moon looks right now here tonight.
Result of the play makes it 1st and 10.
And that's going to call this one for wraps. The Indians take this one here on their homecoming night. And the students tossing the smoke in the air like LeBron in pregame. Call it this one. Best wishes to Rhinelander as they make their travel back home safely. And for Mosinee, best wishes and all the safety for them with their homecoming party festivities going to get underway tomorrow night here at this high school. And the Indians take this one 41-14 over the Hodags, and the 7th-ranked Indians now go up to 5-2 and 4-1, sitting at the top, tied at the top here of the Great Northern Conference. Coming up next is your Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. We'll be right back.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
We welcome everybody back to the Mineral Steel postgame. Join alongside our coach of the day, Kyle Stoffel, and our player of the day, our Zaleski sports player in the Highlight House, Mitchell Micklig, with us. Congratulations to you guys on this victory. I know, like, homecoming, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy going into this one. Things started off quiet for you guys, but I heard you say something to your defense in that second half. I don't know what it was, but, I mean, it fired everybody up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously homecoming week, it's fun, it's exciting, you get a big crowd, but you always worry a little bit about the distractions. We've never really had an issue with that. So I was pretty happy with the focus we had this week, and I thought we came into the game ready to play. Made some mistakes early in the first half that I think we could have been up by more and kind of put the game almost away in the first half, but we left them hang around, and then we gave up a drive in the first drive of the second half, which is probably when you heard me. I wasn't real happy about that, but hopefully, we got fired up and we played really well after that.
Yeah, and one of those plays you were referring to was that fumbled snap interception. I don't even know what you'd put that in a stat sheet, but I mean, in terms of your good plays that you guys made, what were the plays that made you proud of what your team did tonight?
No, I mean, we're capable of making big plays. I mean, we have good athletes. I mean, you ask Mitch, we get on him. You know what I mean? But we expect big things from our better players, and he's one of our better players. He's one of our better athletes. So, we're not picking on him, but we expect, we don't expect plays like that all the time. But when he jumps up and picks off from a defensive end and picks off a slant and takes to the house, that's just good job, buddy. Keep it up. Do it again.
Yep.
So,
yeah, lots of chaos was going on in this game. There, to my count, there were 3 or 4 plays that were called back from touchdowns due to penalty flags. So the penalty flags affected you guys a little bit in this game. But it's just one of those things that what do you do to just take that stuff away? Because once you take that stuff away, you guys can be one of those top teams that's out there in D4.
Yeah, and that was what I was talking about in the first half. We had a couple of touchdowns brought back. Just too many. That's part of football. You know what I mean? You're not going to agree with all of them. You'll look at them. You'll see what happened, and we'll work at getting better at blocking, getting less noticeable, and doing that type of stuff. And hopefully we don't get called on them in the future.
Yeah, that sounds good. And I'll let you celebrate with your team coach. Congrats. Alrighty, we got our Highlight House player of the game, Mitch Micklig, joining us. First of all, how does it feel right now to stand up here in this moment? Homecoming night for you guys, and just understanding the amount of excitement and energy that's going on around here.
Right, yeah, great feeling. Great night, 41-14, great game. Yeah, I can't really describe it. It's just good team win.
Right, and it was all chemistry for you guys going through there. I mean, you're riding now 3 straight games scoring a touchdown. I was referring to, the 2 games prior, they were passing touchdowns from Treve. This time you had to do it a little differently, but man, that was pretty nice what you did there.
Thank you. Yeah, we worked on that type of play all week. I knew the receiver screen was going to come at one point and kind of sniffed it out and was able to make the play.
And I'll ask you this. What is it right now between you and Treve right now that's just creating such a great connection? Because at the beginning of the season, it seemed like you guys were a little bit off in terms of chemistry, but now it seems like you guys are finding things and it's at the right moment.
Yeah, well, first off, great athlete he is. I mean, I don't know how many touchdowns he had tonight, but incredible game from him. But, I mean, we've grown up our whole lives together, played basically every sport together, so it's just we've always had kind of that chemistry that you're talking about, and he's outstanding quarterback. He puts them. I just have to do the easy part and catch him.
Yeah, and I guess I'll ask you one more thing too. So now that you guys got homecoming coming up, I got to ask you,
There. Yep, you can go whenever you're ready. I'm Mitchell Micklig, and I'm in the house. I don't know, he was kind of giving a, I don't know if. Good? Try it again. All right. I'm Mitchell Micklig, and I'm in the house.
Did it miss the interview? We'll be all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank
Have
you.
a good homecoming.
Oh.
Nah, I know what you mean. I do look like I'm that young, though, so I kind of fit in with the crowd. Right. We're having good times out here. 41-14 final score here on Zaleski Sports. We got the palindrome score. I don't think it's a scoregami here of the season, just because there's so many different high school games going on. And I think we're just going to wrap things up from here. Brendan Retzloff down here, Andrew Borcher doing production, helping us out great as always. It's homecoming here in Mosinee. Final score 41-14. And the Indians are now up to 5-2 on the year and 4-1 in conference play, sitting a tied top of the Great Northern Conference. Rhinelander looking to bounce back. They're going to have it tough coming up for them next week, but we'll see how things go. Andrew and I will be back next week for the game in Anago. Otherwise, we will be signing off here from Veterans Park. Brendan Retzloff, Andrew Borchard, we say so long. Have a wonderful night, everybody.